Hi everybody, this is Tisa with Green Organic Love, and I just wanted to say welcome to the month of August. I wanted to show you guys with a garden walk or a garden tour what exactly happened in the month of July. I was very busy, even though I was sick, and even though, I still have a full family to care for, I was still able to come out here and sow seeds. So I wanted to take some time and show you what exactly happened here in the month of July. Also, later on, you will be able to see what the plan is for the fall garden. So I will be showing you some of the things that I have growing or I have sown and what I'll be expecting for the fall. I'll be right back. Okay, so we can start over here with this space that I have been getting ready for avocado tree that is a part of my wish list in customizing, I guess, the orchard. And I want to give the soil a good start before I actually get the tree. So I've been bringing out the pulp from the juicing, the daily juicing that I do, and I put cardboard in there and a bag of steer manure and also a bag of topsoil, and just been turning that every other day or so and putting lots of water on it to get that ground ready. I'm thinking I'll probably get the tree around, or the two trees, because you need two avocado trees, male and female, to pollinate each other. Otherwise, if you only get one, I believe with my research, it was like you get fruit every other year instead of yearly. And we love avocados in this family, or I love avocados, so I need that to work out yearly. So I'm getting that ground ready. And right here is where I started my celery. So this will be a celery area. And if you look back here, you will see that some of the celery bottoms that I had earlier this week have already started to sprout. So, and then these other ones, I'm experimenting a little bit. I'm trying to see if what'll happen with them covered. I've been having much success in this humid, hot place or city with just covering them up. It's not too hot. I was getting some feedback that said, won't that be too hot? No. And that's why if you try it and it's too hot and it doesn't work out, you can try again. But with the other plants, it's been working for me. It's been working in this area. So I'm moving along to this pomegranate tree. It's actually doing very well. Not too much browning from the transplant. I think I got the ground ready pretty good. And like I told you before in some previous videos, there was lots of cucumbers sprouting over here. And every day that I came out here, there was one or two or three or four more. So if you look all the way around, you will see cucumbers. Little cucumber seedlings everywhere. And at first I was gonna transplant them and move them, but no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna leave them here. What I did also too is I buried some compost and some other food in this area to feed, to give it some nutrients, to give the cucumber that are coming up some nutrients, and also give the pomegranate tree some nutrients as well. And this is my sweet potato, my rotten sweet potato that I had on the counter. It started sprouting, and as some of you have been sharing, bring it out here and let it grow. So that's what I did. It was also in my compost. Each one of these planters I started as a compost because I've been working the soil to bring this soil up to where it needs to be nutrient wise to be able to grow. So back here you will see that there are 2 crates, and I put a grocery store bag, because basically that's what the grow bags are, and these are only 99 cents in the grocery store. Some of them are $1.29, but for right now, I'm gonna use these. And I've been getting this soil inside ready. So I put some soil, topsoil in there, and then I put a little bit of scoop of soil that has already been worked from the ground in there. Stirred in some of my pulp from my juicing to get this bags ready, to get the nutrients already in there that is needed to grow this sweet potatoes. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pluck some of these, you guys have been calling them slits. So I'm gonna take some of them when this soil in about a week is where I feel ready to be able to give this sweet potatoes a start and get the best sweet potatoes that we can. And I don't want to be digging. I don't want to be digging in this soil. I'm about to get my nails back on, and I'm not gonna be digging, but I will turn over a bag to see what we have, and that's how we're gonna do these potatoes. Over here, I discovered that this tree, the unknown tree, I said I did not know what it was. I cut it down. I cut many branches off this tree, and when I did that, it started to produce a little bit of fruit. And come to find out, also my husband had an app on his phone, and if you scan the tree, you could find out what the tree was. It turns out that this is an almond tree, so we have an almond tree on deck. Yep. This is my pepper area, and also with my impatient self, I put some ginger in here, and it wasn't doing what I wanted to do when I wanted it to do it. So I went ahead and took these green onions. I had made a salad, and I put the bottoms of the green onions in the soil, just stuck them in there. And look at them. You can see that they are growing. They are growing. And then made another discovery. This is a teepee that I put here. Made another discovery. I discovered that my pepper tree. Do you see these peppers? Can you see that pepper coming? There's 4 of them. So we were overwatering, and I just asked my husband to turn the sprinkler system off for a couple days, and let's see what would happen. And everything just started growing, just sprouting. So I want to water here every 3 days. Just soak it down and see. And one of the things I also wanted to say is there's no one size fit all anything. What you do is you learn as much as you can, and then you customize things to fit your family, customize things to fit your area, your zone. My zone is 9B. So I looked that up. But if you look a little bit closer, you will see that the ginger is coming. It just didn't come up when I wanted it to, so I stuck some other things in here. And because this was a compost pile, you will also see that I stuck some different color, multicolor bell pepper that had went bad in the refrigerator. I stuck that in this compost pile, and I can see now that there's peppers coming everywhere. So there's green onions here, there's ginger there, there's a pepper tree that I purchased, a cayenne pepper tree that I purchased, and it's now producing. And now that I've developed a little bit of patience, not really, but anyway, I looked a little bit closer, and the ginger's coming. So look at that. Look at that. This is the tree in the yard that looks like it's a tangerine tree. But actually, when you bite into this fruit, it tastes like a lemon. It tastes just like a lemon. So, and look at it, it's actually beautiful. I learned how to take care of my citrus trees from Green Organics Best, and they were all yellowing and very unhealthy. And now you can see this tree looks really good, and it is producing. This one produces year round. So I also learned from Lead Farmer 73 that you don't need all the leaves because it takes away from the bearing of the fruit, and it also takes away from the root system growth. So yes, I am learning. So on to this next planter. My green beans have taken off. This is another TP, as you can see, and you can see these green beans. I got purple and green beans in here, and you can see that they are taking off. They're doing wonderfully. Yep. This is another tangerine. This is actually a tangerine tree, and it was also very yellow. So I put some Epsom salt, a gallon of that mixture on here, and also I decided that I wanted to see what would grow under. So I got some beets under here that are coming up, some stray tomatoes, I said stray, tomatoes are coming up, green beans, beets coming, because I want to know what would happen if I grow under the tree. These are also green beans on this TP, and they have taken off, just taken off. I put some green onions right there, but I don't know what they're doing right now, but these green beans, both purple and green, are taking off. In this basket here, in this little container here, that's red onion, and it's growing nicely. I had a problem over in this area with all my seedlings being eaten by slugs. So you will see in that little cup, there's some beer. And yeah, I learned about that on one of my YouTube learning episodes. I don't remember who exactly it was, but and when I was a little girl, my grandmother used to use a lot of salt, and she never told me what she was using the salt for, but I went to Walmart one night after planting and waiting 3 days for my green beans to come up, and look at that wrapping around this bedpost. And I went and got about 6 boxes of salt and sprinkled that all down, and I haven't had any problems. Yep. Salt, table salt, to do it. So this is another citrus tree in the garden. You hear that noise? That is lizards. There's lizards everywhere. So I'll keep your doors closed, guys. This is another unknown citrus tree. I don't know what that is. But once again, I'm taking care of it. It's green, no yellow in it. And I butchered it. I came down here, and I know there's a lot more that I need to take off, but I was tired that hot day. I took a lot off of these trees. This one is the one that I butchered up. I had somebody come in because it was so high. But look at it, it's growing all back. This is the plum tree. This is another unknown. I don't know what it is. I want to say it's a citrus tree because of the leaves, but honestly, I really don't know. And when we scanned it, I don't know what came back, but it was like, what? But the peaches, I want to show you guys the peaches. Look at how big these peaches are. When you take care of your stuff, look at how big these peaches are. I just want to get in here and show you how big they are. Yeah, they're not ready yet, but they're coming. In this big planter, I have more celery, and I also planted some other things that I see growing. So there's some things that are planted in here, and it's coming along. More green beans. I'm planting a lot of green beans because I want to have a pot of them, and I thought it would be really cute. Do you see all this? I've planted over here 4 times, and the slugs, every single time I planted, would take them out. But as you can see, after I put the salt down and the beer is over there, these ones are surviving. These are eggplant right here, Black Beauty. I got them from Walmart, and they are growing. They're growing. There was a beautiful purple flower on it, and it died off, so I'm hoping that I get an eggplant out of that, but I don't know. We'll see. Another unknown citrus tree, but it is coming to life. I'm going to butcher it too, take everything off the bottom, and just have it grow. Anyway, I'm gonna do something with that. These are beets and tomatoes. Beets and tomatoes in here. This is the big boy tomato. That's the one that I reported last month that was growing, and it looked like it was dead, and I put some Epsom salt on it and it just sprung right up to life. So these guys are growing, but I believe, even though there's a whole bunch of flowers on it, I believe because of the extreme heat, which is the reason why it doesn't have any tomatoes on it yet. But I have these covered, and they're doing wonderful. They're actually doing very good under the extreme heat and growing. I put some holes in there, and they're growing very well. This is my kumquat tree, and it's growing. I butchered it. It was a big old huge bush, and I don't want no bush of a tree. So I took a lot off the bottom of there, and I left the leaves there to actually preserve to keep the moisture in around the bottom. I dug a dam around the whole thing, and I left the stuff that I cut off of it, some of it anyway, around the bottom to hold that moisture. But the color in this is really nice as well. And over here there's nothing here, but I'm gonna put some things there. This is gonna be completely full. These are cucumbers, and next to that is the corn. It is taken off, seriously taken off. This is an apple tree that I put in since I've been here, and behind these tires is 2 sunflowers. I put more sunflowers in, but the snails took them out. In here, which I don't think it's gonna make it, is a squash. And I don't know what kind of squash that is, but this is another apple tree that I put in. It's doing well. That's a guava tree I found. I didn't know what it was at first, but I found out that that's a guava tree. And I put this down, cut everything back from over here, and put this mulch down so I can walk back. But there's nothing over here now, but I'm gonna add things. Maybe another tree, but I don't know. But that's the nectarine tree. We have been harvesting nectarines every other day or so, and they are sweet and delicious. And since I've been taking care of it, they have gotten bigger. The first year I was here, they were little knots, but now, I don't know if you can see it, but they have gotten way bigger. Can you see those over there? They're nice, and they actually need to come off, but I'm gonna get them tonight sometime so we can have them over the weekend. Do you see how beautiful they are? Nectarines. Yep, I'm gonna grab those today when it gets a little bit cooler tonight sometime. And let's go around. Those are my tires. I have a pear tomato and a yellow pear tomato and a yellow beefsteak tomato. And on the other side is my pear tree that I just got, and it's doing well. Prep the ground the same way. Yep. So let's go around over here on the other side. This is the pond that I decided to make as a huglo culture. I had taken some of the tree that I cut down and put that in there. So, yes. That is all the things that I've been doing in this garden for July. So happy to start off August. Here is a Meyer lemon, a miniature Meyer lemon. I planted over here to go with these limes. And like I said, these limes come year round. These are other roses that were here before. Yes. I put collards in here, and they haven't come up yet. So this is all full of collards, and they have not come up yet. And this is my little baker's rack that I got from Facebook Marketplace. It was gold when I first got it, and I spray painted it black. Love it. Over here is I guess you could call this my hospital. My plants. I bring them over here, and if they're overly dry, I stick them in this container that has some water in it. And if there's holes, I make sure there's holes from the bottom. I don't water it from the top, and I let it absorb from the bottom. Like this, everything over here was overly dry, so I brought this eggplant over here, and it has holes in it from the bottom, and I just let the water seep in it for from the bottom for about a day. This was also some kind of greens that didn't come up right here, but I'm using that patience. This is some spinach, tomatoes there, tomato, spinach. This is spinach, and some experimentations that I'm working on. My strawberries that were in those 2 baskets over there died. So I stuck some other seeds in there. We'll talk about that later. Over here on this side is some giant stuff, but there's some green in these white roses, and these ones did come back, so I'm not sure. Some surviving bare root strawberry that I have. And this is a miniature grapefruit tree that I purchased. Dogs always want to get started when you're working on a video. Squash is just growing. I have about 6 squash that is going. Let me see if I can get in here. And let's see. It is right there. I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see the squash. Anyway, let's see. Nope. I'll have to show you that when it gets a little bit bigger. For right now, no. These are huge. More squash. I moved my grape vine over here because over there it wasn't doing anything. It was just sitting there. It wasn't dying, but it wasn't doing nothing. It didn't feel like it was growing. So I put it over here. Plus this fence is wooden, and I'm gonna let it grow along the fence on these hoops. Let me see how that looks. This is another citrus tree, and it still hasn't produced anything. I've seen flowers on it. There's a huge green grasshopper on there. Y'all see me backing up? Do you see that green grasshopper? Can you see it? I'm gonna tell y'all about what's going on in this corner from over here, but I'm gonna be backing up. No. So I don't know if you can see all those tires. We painted the tires, and I talked about what was in them already. But as I back up out of here, the watermelon, do you see the 2 bottles? Those 2 have come up. That's where the watermelon are gonna be, and I'm hoping to vine them up over there. And backing up out of here. Okay, can you see them? Yep, that's it. I don't do creatures too well. Maybe as time goes by, but not right now. Not right now. So, this is some herbs. I got some more tables set up over here. I tell you, my daughter brought me these little grow bags, and they're perfect for what I need them for. But we'll talk about what's growing in them later. These dogs are barking, and I'm about to wrap this up. Yeah, so that's about it, you guys. On the garden tour, I will show you the front on a separate video. And thank you so much for joining me in this garden walk. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I just want to also say thank you to the new subscribers, which is everybody. Everybody's a new subscriber. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I do my best to reply to everybody's comments, and thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming along with me on this journey. Oh, the trees. It's hot out here, you guys. Stay cool and drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. It's hot out here. This is an overview of everything. My strawberries. They're still coming along. Waiting on some runners to come through, but I don't see none. Oh, one more thing too. Look at this. Do you see this? I got this from a store, Pure One, that was going out of business. And I said, what in the world can I use this for? But what I'm finding is you can grow in anything. All you need is some dirt and water, and you can grow in it. So I'm gonna put some herbs in this. It twirls around too. It's just a fixture. And you can actually twirl it around. But that's it for today, you guys. Somebody's ringing on this doorbell. Let me see who this is. Have a good day and stay cool.